Hello, welcome to Wristwatch This Space. I am Tom. I hope you're all safe and well. Today I'm going to review my Casio watches. I've got three in front of me here, a silver, a black, and the F91W. Alright, that's how I'm going to refer to them in this video, just for a little bit of convenience. Um, this watch I've had for about probably well over 6 years. It's battered and bruised and beaten up, but this watch still keeps ticking. It's a brilliant watch. I've worn it a lot, obviously, and I really enjoy the retro style and the design of these watches. But in terms of what they are, they're cheap, they're basic, but they've got a fair few features on that I'll just explain to you. And you can't really go wrong with any of these three watches, to be honest. This one is more recent purchase, but I don't know whether it runs the same sort of battery as the silver, but it's got 50 meters water resistance on there. That being said, I have been swimming with this one. I have showered with this one, and it's, as I say, it doesn't miss a beat. So just take that water resist with a pinch of salt, really. I think these watches are really quite water resistant. The F91, I mean, these come in all kinds of colour combinations. This is a black resin strap with a plastic silver coloured sort of case. And again, it says water resist on there, but I wouldn't hesitate to swim in either of these two watches. These two on the plastic rubber straps, although they are quite different straps, I'll show these to you here. This strap is definitely better quality than the F91. It's just a little bit thicker, a little bit stronger. Personally, I think it's got a nicer design than the F91. There you can see that it's slightly thinner, but as I say, I just think the design is nicer. The case itself is a lot thinner on the F91 as opposed to the black one. I'll just pop these together so that you can see that. But these are really, the F91s are really tiny on wrist. Speaking of on wrist, you can hear that squeak, and they both do that on wrist. That was not quite picking it up now, but that's a little bit annoying. I don't know whether that's a common theme with the sort of resin straps. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Silver watch. The bracelet itself is really easy to change to size up. All right, I just wanted to show that to you. All you need is maybe a pen, or in this case I've got a drawing pin, something small to fit into that gap. There's a small arrow in there, and this is a really grimy watch because it's been through the mill, but you just pop that out like that, and then you can slide that up and down the bracelet wherever you want, snap it shut, and that's how the watch is adjusted. Really, really simple, really easy to do, and it'll fit anybody. All right, so and then that just sits underneath alongside your wrist, really comfortable. This maybe pulls on your hairs a little bit, to be honest. It's quite a comfortable bracelet, really. I just wanted to show how that's done. The best feature on this one, for me personally, maybe just because it looks the coolest, but it is practical in dark conditions, and that's the backlight. Okay, so these watches with the Casio watches with the electroluminescence written on there, that means that the whole backlight of the watch is lit up. I mean, this is obviously a very light room, and you can still see that backlight shining bright. And as I say, this is six and a half years old, and it's still shining bright. These F91s might show you a photo of it lit up on a website or whatever, but just realize that they just have a small bulb on this side here, and whether it'll pick up in the light or not, it's just a very small, in this case, green light. And don't get me wrong, in dark conditions, that's all you need. That will be able to show you the time um, if it's pitch black. Whereas these two, if it's dim, they'll really illuminate, and you can see that very clearly. So that's one important factor I just wanted to mention with these. They all come with obviously the day and the date on there. They have an alarm, a stopwatch feature too, and you can cycle through these. That's the month, and just change them as you please. As far as the watches go, they're really cheap. I mean, these, if you shop around, you can find these a bargain, but maybe they're £30, probably close to £20. This watch I bought for £17, and this watch I bought for £13. But quirky, cool little watches. They're strong and tough and light, and they tick a lot of boxes. If these watches are something that appeals to you, if you like the design of these watches, I would say you can't go wrong, to be honest. They're cheap, but they certainly do a job. It's just a quick one, my opinion on these watches. Thanks for watching. Take care.